Hey everyone, we're going to simplify roots of real numbers, and these are 3 examples. So for the first one, let's look at this. If I had the 6th root of x to the 6th, most of us would just put this as x. But that would be wrong, because if I had the 6th root of negative 2 to the 6th, and that's my x, so I'm going to let my x equal negative 2, then that's going to be the 6th root of negative 2 to the 6th is 64, and the 6th root of 64 is 2. All right? But if you're just going to say x, then if I put a negative 2 here, then this would have to be negative 2. So that's not correct because it has to be positive. So you always put an absolute value sign on that. All right? So it just depends on what your x. So when you see something like this, we're just going to write this as absolute value of m plus 4, because if I put a big enough negative number into this, we're going to raise it to the power 6. It's going to turn positive. And if I put a negative value of m here, big enough, say negative 5, then that also needs to be positive because we're just simplifying. So this is your final answer for that. Now the next one, let's break this up. We have cube root of negative 64 times cube root, and I'm going to write this r with 3. So r cubed times r cubed, because that equals r to the 6th. And then I'm going to write my w's with cubes as well. I'm going to have to do 5 of them. W to the 5th times w to the 5th times w to the 5th times w to the 5th time. Why do I keep writing the 5th? It's cube. All right. Let's go back. Cube, 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 and w cube. 5 times. Every time I say 5, I want to write down 5. So let's write this as cubed. All right. So basically, the cube root of negative 64, well, we know the cube root of 64 is 4. So this is just going to be negative 4. Now for this one, the cube root, and you could break this down as cube root of r cubed, cube root of r cubed. Now for cubes, you can have negative. So that's just going to be r times r, which is r squared. And the same thing here. We have 5 of these, so this is going to be w to the 5th, because you'll have cube root of w cubed, which is w. And you do that 5 times, you'll have 5 w's. So that's your final answer. And then for the last one, let's break it down. Square root of 49, square root of m squared, and square root of t to the 8th. Now I'm going to write this 4 times to get my t to the 8th. Remember, with your product rule, you have 2 times. The 2's is for your product rule would be t to the 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 for your exponent rules. So we know square root of 49 is just 7. Square root of m squared, you have to do the absolute value. Because, again, if you plug in a negative, you can get a positive. So you need to make sure if you plug in a negative here, we also get a positive. And then if you take these separate, square root of t squared, square root of t squared, square root of t squared, you'll get t times t times t times t, which is going to be t to the 4th. And that is your final answer. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.